How's it going, folks? Real Madrid, Man City and PSG have planned to pull off some truly shocking transfers, while today we'll be having the top-notch clash in La Liga between Barcelona and Sevilla. Make predictions for the match in the comments below, give us a like, subscribe, and let's get the show on the pitch. Barcelona will face bribery charges in the Spanish courts over a refereeing scandal that could potentially lead to the club being banned from football. Saudi Arabia is looking to take leading referees from the Premier League and across Europe on a full-time basis, The Times reports. Claude Makélélé has stepped down as technical manager to Chelsea's first team, 4 years after returning to London in 2019. Napoli have released an official statement assuring they never wanted to offend or mock their striker Victor Osimhen with videos on social media platform TikTok that got the footballer outraged. Real Madrid are weighing up a swoop for Brighton's Roberto De Zerbi as they consider successors to Carlo Ancelotti, the Mirror reports. Gennaro Gattuso has been hired as the new coach of Olympique Marseille and has already overseen his first training session with the team. Bayern Munich are hoping to secure the renewal of goalkeepers Manuel Neuer and Sven Ulreich in autumn, and both players' deals expire next summer, according to Kicker. Manchester United are planning to open talks over a new contract with midfielder Hannibal Mejbri. AS Roma are considering a January move for Tottenham's out-of-favor defender Eric Dyer, Calciomercato informs. Eduardo Camavinga is on the verge of extending his contract at Real Madrid. The deal will include a salary increase and a release clause to protect the player. Lyon are seeking to raise €300 million from the sale of assets in bond market in order to reorganize finances following last year's record-breaking takeover, the Financial Times writes. Eintracht Frankfurt are working to recruit a striker capable of replacing Randal Kolo Muani, who left the Eagles in the summer. The club is keeping tabs on Marcus Leonardo from Santos and Karim Konate from Red Bull Salzburg. Liverpool are still checking Borussia Dortmund winger Daniel Malin. The Hornets will demand at least €60 million for his services, Bild understands. Inter are discussing a contract extension with defender Denzel Dumfries until 2028. The current contract expires in 2025. Atletico Madrid right back Cesar Azpilicueta has played his 500th match in the top 5 European leagues. Zidane is ready to step in as Marseille manager in case Saudi investors take over the club. Former Real Madrid coach wants €300 million for the necessary transfer operations, France Blue claims. Bayern Munich have marked Nice midfielder Khéphren Thuram as a backup option to Fulham's João Palhinha. Chelsea defender Reece James is close to returning to training after recovering from injury. The club hopes he will be available against Arsenal on October 21st, the Daily Mail reports. Former Atalanta midfielder Papu Gomez is set to join Monza as a free agent and will undergo a medical with the club tomorrow. Barcelona representatives will soon meet with Frenkie de Jong's agent in order to negotiate the midfielder's contract extension, Mundo Deportivo informs. PSG could return to the idea of signing Manchester City forward Erling Haaland if Kylian Mbappe decides not to renew his deal with the Red and Blues and leave as a free agent in the summer. I'm with Bayern Munich. It's a club that I have admired since my childhood. My dream is to be the number 9 of Bayern. It's my goal to score 15 goals and 5 assists this season. This club has awakened a certain ambition in me. L'Equipe quoted Bayern striker Mathys Tel as saying, Chelsea are in the market for a new left-back, with Inter Milan's Federico Di Marco and Milan's Theo Hernandez on their shortlist. The Italian Football Federation is considering the possibility of legal action against the former national team coach Roberto Mancini, who left his post to work with Saudi Arabia, stated FIGC President Gabriele Gravina. Inter Miami won only 1 in 5 matches without Lionel Messi. With the Argentine in the lineup, the Herons won 8 out of 9 games. Barcelona have announced a net profit of €304 million for the 2022-23 season. AS Monaco head coach Adi Hütter has revealed that defender João Henrique will undergo surgery on an ACL injury suffered during last week's match against Nice. The major European leagues continue to play mid-week fixtures. Have a look at the results of yesterday's battles. Alright, let's move on to the most interesting news of the release. Real Madrid have targeted Tottenham Hotspur striker Son Heung-min, Fichajes reports. With the South Koreans' agreement with the Spurs expiring in the summer of 2025, Los Blancos believe they will have a real chance to land the English Premier League star in 2024. Like in the situation when Spurs were forced to sell Harry Kane to Bayern Munich, Real Madrid believe that the Lillywhites will have no choice but to cash in on Son in order to avoid the scenario of losing him for free. The Merengues are interested in mixing Son with Kylian Mbappe, who is also expected to join Real from PSG in 2024. Just imagine this link-up. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola is determined to bring Bayern midfielder Florian Wirtz to the Etihad in 2024, with the citizens willing to pay whatever Leverkusen demands and secure the transfer of the German talent. Aware of the interest from many of Europe's big clubs in Wirtz, Bayern refused to let him out for less than 100 million euros, though it looks like that won't be enough to scare off the Sky Blues. A January move is unlikely, but the Premier League champions will do their best to get Wirtz's signature next summer. Arsenal are open to sell a number of footballers to finance a January move for Brentford centre-forward Ivan Toney, according to Football London. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta will be in search of a new striker in the winter, with Toney at the top of the Spanish boss's wish list. Brentford will not allow their leader to leave for a little money, and thus the Bees demand about £75 million for the Englishman. In order to fit into the English Premier League's financial fair play rules, Arsenal would need to sell a bunch of their performers before submitting a serious offer for Toney. The team from North London could get rid of midfielders Reece Nelson, Emil Smith-Rowe, and forward Eddie Nketiah, the source claims. Manchester United are keeping tabs on Juventus winger Federico Chiesa, who has been constantly linked with a move to the Premier League for the past 6 months. The Italian didn't deliver his best since recovering from a serious knee injury last season, but Chelsea is doing great at the start of the 2023-24 campaign, scoring 4 goals in the first 6 Serie A appearances. Manchester United have identified him as a replacement for Jadon Sancho, who is expected to be sold in the winter due to a dispute between him and the manager Erik ten Hag. The Red Devils are ready to initiate negotiations for Chiesa as early as January, but Juve values him at no less than 16 million euros. We would like to remind you that Chiesa's deal with Bianconeri lasts until 2025, but it'll be difficult for White and Blacks to make him stay due to the club's difficult financial situation because of their ban from European competitions. Paris Saint-Germain are still dreaming of acquiring Manchester City midfielder Bernardo Silva, according to Ligue Sport. The Parisians are not giving up on the possible acquisition of Silva and are now thoroughly planning their third attempt to seal the Portuguese. The Ligue 1 champions attempted to invite Silva back in the summer of 2022 and 2023. And in 2024, they will try to convince him for the third time. The source says Silva has even held direct talks with PSG and his former AS Monaco teammate Kylian Mbappe, with the Paris striker delighted at the prospect of their reunion. Paris Saint-Germain sporting advisor Luis Campos tried to make more steps to complete Silva deal in the summer transfer window, but Man City refused to listen to any offers and, moreover, went on to extend the contract with their footballer until 2026. However, Silva's updated agreement includes a £50 million buyout clause, which could be activated at the end of the season. It's this option that PSG plans to make use of. Barcelona are planning its signings on the eve of the January transfer window, and 2 Manchester United footballers have been on the radar of the Catalans at once. Blaugrana are targeting the Red Devils midfielder Jadon Sancho and striker Anthony Martial, who are not guaranteed a long-lasting future in Erik ten Hag's project. The Catalans will continue to face financial problems, but will also seek options for cheap reinforcements, while agreeing with Man United to have Sancho and Martial on half-season loans. Guys, today we want to once again remind you about the wonderful videos released on our other projects. Click on the link, have a good time watching, and leave your like to new videos. Thank you for your attention, and we wish everyone a good end of the working week. See you in a bit.